Now, you see, most pest control business owners are one bad algorithm update away from bankruptcy. It might sound crazy, but too many owners are 100% reliant on a single referral source, and that can be devastating to your business with the slightest change. You see, if you want to scale your business effectively, you need to stop relying on a single lead source and instead build a marketing engine that causes your phone to ring rather than waiting for it to ring. And so in today's video, we'll be diving into 3 pillars to grow your pest control business using Google local service ads, Google search ads, and meta ads. And so we'll dive into looking at the math of growing your business, the tech you need in place, and most importantly, the various situations you want to use to make sure you maximize the most of your ad spend dollars and get the highest return on ROI. And so to start off, the first ad strategy you want to implement is utilizing local service ads. And this is really your key number one trust builder to grow your business. You want to look at local service ads like building your trust engine. And so for example, when a homeowner sees a mouse in their house or scurrying across the floor in the middle of the night, they don't want to read a blog post. They want to go with a pro that they can hire immediately. Now, a key benefit to this is that you only pay when people actually call or message you. So you're not just wasting ad spend on clicks that might not necessarily convert into a new lead. Now, you see, it's no longer enough to just be there and show up in search. You need to automate your process to maximize the speed to lead, especially if you want to convert these leads at a high rate. And if you're wondering what are these ads best for, they're really great for immediate cash flow as well as these emergency style service calls where people have an active pest issue and they're looking to solve it immediately. And these local service ads can really work as your baseline for customers, and you want to keep them running as long as you can. Just make sure that you have the trucks available to handle these type of same-day services. Now, your next key pillar is focused around Google search ads. Now, while local service ads are great for these emergency need type situations when people have an immediate pest issue they're looking for help with, Google search ads or PPC ads are great for these high buying intent keywords that you want to target for things like pest control services near me, bed bug removal, and various things like that, where it might be an immediate need, but you're hitting on very specific keywords that you want to target. And these search ads are great if you want to target high intent keywords that some of these local service ads can't really reach. So for example, maybe you want to sell a high ticket service like a termite exclusion or a bed bug heat treatment removal. You're likely going to want to tap into search ads versus these local service ads. And a great aspect of this is that you can bid on specific long tail keywords such as things like termite inspection for home sale or eco-friendly rodent proofing, various things like that might not necessarily trigger these local service ads. Now, instead of using a more generic local service ad profile just related to pest control in general, when it comes to targeting these long tail keywords or hitting on specific services you might offer, you want to build more of a dedicated landing page that resonates more with what your target buyer is actually searching for. So again, maybe you are targeting keywords related to pet-friendly pest control. Maybe you build a dedicated landing page specific to that. Or again, maybe you're targeting longer tail keywords related to pest control that's safe for kids. Consider building a landing page specific to that. An important element to this is that when people see your ad and they're searching for specific keywords, and then when they click on that ad and get to your landing page that resonates with those keywords, it does a lot to build trust and authority and helps them choose your business over others. Now, another great element to these search ads is that you can target specific zip codes or cities that you want to do business in, and this can really help you dive into the income zones you want to target and neighborhoods you want to reach. It can also help improve your discoverability through word of mouth, and maybe you even implement some door-to-door sales strategies along with this if your service area is really condensed in a specific area. And these types of Google search ads can help you capitalize on this and interweave these marketing strategies as well. Now, if you're wondering, this search ad strategy can work well when you're looping in high ticket jobs or trying to build a premium brand for your pest control business. And this also gives you some flexibility to target specific types of jobs that you want, not just accepting whatever customers Google sends you. The third pillar focuses on Meta and Facebook ads and really focuses around you building awareness for your pest control business and converting those into leads versus just capturing demand that's already out there. And so this is a key area that most business owners get wrong, is that they focus on Google ads, which is more search marketing and intent based, versus understanding the difference of Meta ads or Facebook ads, and that being interruption marketing or focusing on awareness and then converting that awareness into business. And so one is capturing demand and the other is focused on building demand. And so when it comes to advertising on Meta and Instagram, you aren't just able to post, get a special discount, and see the leads just start flowing in, because a lot of these people seeing your ads aren't necessarily actively looking for a pest control service at the time they see your ad. So you need to build out content that works effectively to stop them from scrolling and generate that interest in your business. So think about leading with value when it comes to these type of platforms. It could be creating 30-second reels focused around pest control tips, giving them warning signs for pests so they know what to look for, and if they maybe see an issue, they should reach out to your company. Another great benefit to this style of advertising is you can really tap into retargeting ads. And so this is sending ads to people that have already engaged with your content or already been to your website at a previous date. And so for example, maybe someone that sees your ad on Google comes to your site, but they don't request an estimate or a quote right away. This gives you the opportunity to hit them again with another follow-up ad, maybe at this point offering them a special discount or offering them an extra bonus if they take action. Another aspect of this could be highlighting other services you offer that they might not know about based on seeing your Google ad and engaging with you there. So for example, maybe they might be interested in more prevention techniques and exclusion, or maybe they have a specific pest issue that your general page doesn't necessarily dive deep on, and so your remarketing ads could cover all the services you offer, giving them the option to engage with what interests them most. Now I will say some of these leads can often be cheaper, but the quality might not be as high. For example, this person might not be actively looking to hire a pest control service, but they might be interested in getting a free inspection to see if they do have any issues. So the close rate might not be as high as someone in emergency mode that has an active issue they're trying to get rid of, but it does give you that option to start generating leads and giving you the opportunity to convert them on the back end. So again, this is really best used for creating demand where it didn't necessarily exist to begin with. And so if you have a slower season happening, or you're seeing a drop off of these high intent leads coming in through your local service ads and your Google ads, adding in Facebook advertising could be a great way to bridge that gap and drive more volume to your business. And so you might be wondering, how do I really scale these and balance these? And it really depends on where your business is at today and what your goals are. And so if you're a smaller business or maybe a solo operator at this point, maybe you're working with one or two technicians, you're probably focused more on cash flow. So in this case, you're really going to want to focus in on these local service ads and Google search to drive those high intent leads for your business. In this case, you're likely wanting your phone to ring immediately, and you don't necessarily have the time to manage these complex meta campaigns that may take a little bit more effort to close in the long run. Another option might be in that growth stage. Maybe you have 3 to 7 trucks at this point, and you're kind of that mid-range business. In this case, you're really looking for route density and building that, as well as attracting high ticket jobs. This layer is going to be more balanced. The breakdown of this is going to be about 40% local service ads, 40% Google search, and then the rest in Meta is going to be focused more on retargeting and converting those on the back end. Again, the reason for this is that you're going to try and use this search tactic to focus more on these bigger jobs, and then letting Meta do the work of retargeting and increasing that brand awareness and converting those leads on the back end that maybe didn't buy immediately from these local search ads or Google ads. And finally, the top tier is going to be building into that market leader space. You're looking 8 or more technicians funds on hand, and this is going to focus more on brand dominance and building recurring revenue for your business. So at this point, you're going to focus about 30% on your local service ads, 30% on Google, and then the rest on Meta, focusing more on brand building and awareness. And so at this point, you've really maxed out what you can generate through the search engines, and so you're capturing all that you can through local service ads and search keywords, but you're still looking to drive new customers into your business. And so this can be focused more on that value-based content, educating people on the needs of pest control, how they can set up a pest control prevention plan, and various things like that. And instead of just only capturing demand, you're doing that, but also creating demand at the same time. And the reality is that it's not just necessarily Google that's the best, or local service ads, or Meta. It's really the combination of those all working together, creating these three pillars that fuel the growth of your business. And it really depends on what stage your business is at and how you want to maximize growth based on the budget and capacity you have. And with that, an extra tip to really maximize results on these is focusing on your review and reputation management strategy on these different platforms, because the more reviews you have and the more positive feedback people can see, the more likely it is that they're going to hire your business versus the competition. But again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. And if you did need more high quality pest control leads for your business, become a partner of ours. We're actually partnering with several pest control businesses across the country to help them generate targeted pest control leads in their service area exclusive to that area. And so if you did want to take advantage of that and become a partner of ours and let us help you generate more quality pest control leads for your business, there'll be a link in the description below where you can apply to become a partner of ours. So do that there as well. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get more updates of new videos we put out. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.